Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to Saturday Morning Hockey on the channel. Saturday Morning Hockey takes us back into the 2009-10 hockey season playoffs. We're at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final between the Atlanta Thrashers and the New Jersey Devils. The Devils hold a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series, but Atlanta is very much not out of this fight yet. Over in the West, the San Jose Sharks hold the same lead over the Chicago Blackhawks. Their Game 4 will be a little bit later this afternoon, where very much anything can happen for both of these series. So, we're expecting a sellout crowd here at the Prudential Center. There's not a seat to be found anywhere here. I'm going to take a quick drink of my Crystal Light, and then we will drop the puck, if I can ever get the cap unscrewed. See if I can bring that little bit of the play chart out of shot. There we are. Straighten that out. Okay. We are good to go here. So, let's drop the puck and get into it. Face-offs are +1 to New Jersey to start. That is a 15, though. That'll go to the inferior left wing. That's up to Bergfors. And Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals starts now. That'll be Langenbrunner taking the puck away for an inside shot. Kubina will try to intimidate. Kubina will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Kubina to start off with. That's a 4. Kubina's got it. Will play on. Opponent defense 7. Salvador will step in to hold that. Will take it in the neutral zone. He'll zip in, throw it at the net from the point. That's a 9. He will lose that over to Efinigenov. Efinigenov getting in front of it with the block. Stepping in to hold that in is once again Salvador at the point. That's a 9. He'll lose it right back to Efinigenov. Efinigenov for the Thrashers. Lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Parise. Efinigenov will try to intimidate. Efinigenov will take the puck away for the Thrashers. Parise will take the puck away. He'll have an outside shot. He will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Antropov intercepting that one. Antropov for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 6. Zajac will take the puck away for an outside shot. Zajac will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner getting into the slot with it. That's a 6. Save made by Hedberg over to Bergfors. Bergfors lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right defenseman with the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Green's a 2. Enstrom will have control of that. Enstrom for the Thrashers. Passing D. Inside shot for Antropov. Zajac will try to intimidate. Zajac will take the puck away. Zajac for New Jersey. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right wing, that's Langenbrunner. He's in alone on Hedberg. That's a 10. That would be a goal check if the Devils were on the power play. But instead, Hedberg's going to make a great save. He'll hold on. We'll take that face-off to the right of Hedberg. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs remain +1 to New Jersey. That is a 19. That will go up to Bergfors on a big defensive zone win for the Thrashers, and we're off. Opponent defense 9. Langenbrunner will step in at the point, hold that one in. He'll throw that at the net. That's a 10. That'll be a save made by Hedberg over to Kubina, and we'll have a forwards line change coming out. Thrashers trying to get us back to Atlanta for Game 5 tomorrow night. Devils trying to win the Prince of Wales Trophy, which is here in Prudential today. Kubina with it for the Thrashers. He will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Zubris. Zubris zipping down. That's a 9. Save made. That'll go over to Enstrom. Enstrom looking to turn up ice with it. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for MacArthur. MacArthur will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Little. Little getting into the slot with it, going for the one-timer. That's a 6. He will lose that over to Zubris. Zubris making a great defensive play. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk's going to throw that one at the net. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Hedberg. 2, 7, and 9 are bad numbers. That's a 2. 1 to 7. Kovalchuk gives the Devils a 1-0 lead. And score! Ilya Kovalchuk giving the Devils the first goal of the game and a 1-0 lead here at home. Arena cheers. Yay! Let's see. We'll flip over a couple cards to get assists off of that. That will be from Elias and Zubris. The Devils drawing first blood here. They lead 1-0. Faceoffs, though, are +2 to Atlanta. There's a lot of hockey left to play here. That is a 5. That'll go over to Enstrom for the Thrashers, and we are off once again. He will lose that over to Green. Green with it now for the Devils. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Elias. Elias will try to penetrate. That's a 2. Elias getting into the slot for an inside shot. 6. Save made. Over to Peverly, and we'll have a defenseman line change. Peverly with it for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 3. Zubris will take the puck away for an outside shot. Zubris will try to make a pass. Passing K. Uh-oh. That's an inside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk in the slot looking for more. That's a goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 6. Save made by Hedberg. That'll go to Bogosian. Bogosian for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 1. White will take the puck away for an inside shot. Bogosian will try to intimidate. Bogosian will take the puck back. Bogosian for the Thrashers. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left D if the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Hainsey is a 2. He's in alone on Brodeur. 7. He will lose that over to Elias. Elias with it now for New Jersey. We'll lose it over to MacArthur. MacArthur. Lose the puck, outside channeling for Elias. Elias holding that into the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Oh boy, offensive left wing. Kovalchuk with a rebound. That's an 8. That's another rebound. Left offensive right D. This time it's Mateau following that rebound to the net. That's a 3. He will lose that over to Hainsey, and we'll have a forwards line change. What a shift there by the Devils' second line. Another goal, and they get serious pressure there toward the end of the shift. Oop. Fans here at the Prudential Center have got to be happy with what they see. Hainsey with it for the Thrashers. We'll lose that over to Mateau. Mateau for New Jersey. Opponent defense 7. Hainsey will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Hainsey will zip down the ice. That's an 11. Save made by Brodeur over to Mateau. Mateau passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Reasoner. Reasoner will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Rolston. Rolston for New Jersey. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Clarkson. Clarkson will try to penetrate. Clarkson will penetrate. He's got an inside shot. That's a 3. Goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 7. Score! David Clarkson giving the Devils a 2-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! Let's see, that will be from... we'll flip over a couple cards to get assists, since I can't really remember the flow of play there. That'll be from White. And Mateau. The Devils coming out firing here in the first period, already out to a 2-0 lead. Bring the faceoff back to center ice. Faceoffs are even. That is a 19. That'll go up to Kane, and the Thrashers need to get something going here. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Armstrong. Armstrong will try to penetrate. Armstrong will not penetrate. White will steal that puck away. White for New Jersey. Opponent defense 8. Bogosian will take the puck away for an outside shot. Bogosian zipping down the ice. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offense, any player. They'll give that to Kane for a rebound shot. That's a 5. He will lose that over to Clarkson. Clarkson with a great play in the slot, taking that puck away. Now looking to get out. Hainsey will step in to hold that in at the point, though. Hainsey will throw it at the net for another rebound chance. Defensive center, defense rating 2 or more. Niedermeyer is a 2. He'll have that for New Jersey. Niedermeyer looking to turn up ice. Opponent defense 4. That'll be an inside shot for Clarkson. Trying to intimidate will be Hainsey. Hainsey will take the puck away in the neutral zone. Hainsey, outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Bogosian. Bogosian at the point. That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur over to Rolston. Time ticking down here. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right D if the breakaway penetration rating 4. Bogosian is a 3. White will have that. There's the horn to end the first period of this game. Ilya Kovalchuk and David Clarkson getting goals here in the first for the Devils, as New Jersey has a 2-0 lead as we get set for the second period of this game. Devils win. They await the winner of the Western Conference in the Stanley Cup Final. Thrashers win. Game 5 is tomorrow afternoon in Atlanta. I'm going to go check on my usual Saturday happenings while I'm getting things ready, while the Zamboni gets things ready for the second period, so be right back. That's ready to come out. Usual Saturday morning fun and games, just making sure everything is running smoothly here. We're also doing Mystical Munchies later this afternoon. Probably later tonight, since the plan is for Mystical Munchies to be dinner. But I'm getting more than a little bit ahead of myself on that. Okay. That's the split deck done. Now let's go for the action cards, and it looks like everything is still good on display. Camera has not frozen on me, so we're good there. Excuse me. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking a quick drink of my Crystal Light. Check in with my phone just to make sure nothing's happening there. Okay, all quiet. Camera still hasn't frozen on me. It looked like something wasn't looking right on OBS, but everything's fine here. So we'll bring the teams back to center ice and get ready for the face-off. Face-offs are +1 to New Jersey. Atlanta needs to get something going here. That will not help Atlanta, though. That'll go to Paris for New Jersey. And here starts the second period of this game. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Zajac. Antropov will try to intimidate. Antropov will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Antropov. 1 to 12, no penalty. That's a 6. Antropov's got it. We'll play on. Opponent defense 9. Zajac will hold that in at the point. Zajac throwing that at the net. 5. Save made right back over to Antropov. Antropov will lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right wing's got it. That's Langenbrunner. He's in alone on Hedberg. That's a 4. On a 1 to 17, the Devils open it up. And Score! Jamie Langenbrunner giving the Devils a 3-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! Checking for assists on the play. That will be from Parise. And let's see, Zajac. The Thrashers are going to go to 3 offense here. And Hedberg is looking very shaky in the net. Not the day to be shaky if you're a Thrashers fan, that's for sure. We'll bring the teams back to center ice, where the Devils now hold a 3-0 lead. And I do not like, if I'm being honest, with the goalies we've got here, I don't like Atlanta's chances. But we'll see how everything plays out. Faceoffs are +1 to New Jersey. That is a 3. That'll go back to Parise, and we're off once again. He will lose that over to Afinogenov. Afinogenov needs to get something going. Uh-oh, possible breakaway. Right wing, if the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Langenbrunner's a 4. He just got one. That's a 3. Goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 4. Rebound chance. Offense, any player with an offense rating 3 or more. Zajac is a 4. He'll follow that rebound in. That's a 7. Goalie rating on Hedberg. That's a 5. Save made by Hedberg. That'll go to Antropov. Antropov with it for the Thrashers. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot. Actually, hold on. Opponent defense 3, actually. Zajac will take the puck away for an inside shot. Enstrom will try to intimidate. Enstrom will take the puck away. Enstrom for the Thrashers. We'll lose that over to Green. Green. Opponent defense 3. Enstrom will take the puck away for an inside shot. Green will try to intimidate. Green will intimidate, take the puck away. Green with it for New Jersey. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will try to penetrate. Langenbrunner will not penetrate. Enstrom will take the puck away. Enstrom for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 8. Green will step in at the point to hold it in. He'll have an outside shot. That's a 10. He will lose that over to Kubina, and we'll have a forwards line change. Thrashers looking mighty shaky in this one. Kubina with it now for the Thrashers. Lose that over to Salvador. Salvador for New Jersey. Opponent defense 1. Kubina will take the puck away for an inside shot. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. Kovalchuk will not intimidate Kubina with an inside shot. That's a 3. That would be a goalie rating if the Thrashers were on the power play, but Brodeur will hold on. We'll take that face-off to the right of Martin Brodeur. Arena cheers. Yay! Face-offs are +2 to the Thrashers. That is a 15. That will go to Kovalchuk on a huge defensive zone win for New Jersey, and we're off. Passing E will be an outside shot for Elias. Elias will try to penetrate. Elias will just barely not penetrate. Enstrom will have that puck. Enstrom for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 10. Green will step in at the point to hold it in. He's got an outside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Left defense, actually offensive center, if offense rating 2 or more. Zubris is a 3. He's going to follow the rebound in. That's a 4. Save made by Hedberg over to Kubina. Kubina passing C. That'll be an outside shot for Peverley. Peverley will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Salvador will get a stick in there, and we'll have a defenseman line change. White with it for New Jersey. White, looking at it, we'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Peverley. Peverley needs to put something on net here. 7. Save made by Brodeur over to Elias. Elias with it. Inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Kovalchuk. Little will try to intimidate. Little will take the puck away. Little for the Thrashers. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right wing center, if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Peverley's a 4. Peverley's alone on Brodeur. That's a 4. That's a goal on a 1 to 15. And score! Rich Peverley getting the Thrashers on the board here at the midpoint of the second period. Arena groans. Ugh. But the Devils still holding a 3-1 lead. We'll get a couple assists off of that, just the 1 assist only. That will be from Hainsey. But the Thrashers are on the board. Let's remember what almost happened in Game 3 of this, actually Game 2 of this series, I think. The Devils zipped out to a 4-0 lead, but then ended up having to hold on to try to beat the Thrashers by the skin of their teeth. Yeah, it was Game 3 that it happened where... no, it actually was Game 2 that it happened in, where the Devils jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but had to hold on to beat Atlanta by the skin of their teeth, 5-4 in Game 3. Are we seeing a repeat of that, or is this just a last desperate flurry by the Thrashers? We will find out, as faceoffs now are still +2 to the Thrashers. A 17 won't help their cause. That'll go over to White, and we're off once again here in the second period. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Elias. Elias will try to penetrate. Elias will penetrate. He's got an inside shot. That's a 5. Save made by Hedberg over to MacArthur. MacArthur now for the Thrashers. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. That's the right defenseman. That's Bogosian. He's in alone on Brodeur. That's a 3. That's a goal on a 1-13. And no! Brodeur making a great save, robbing Bogosian. He will hold on. We'll take that face off to the left of Brodeur for a forwards line change. Arena cheers. Yay! Thrashers know they've got to go on the attack here. Face-offs are even. That's an 8. That'll go up to Clarkson, and we're off and running once again. Opponent defense 2. Kane will take the puck away for an outside shot. Kane will try to penetrate. Kane will penetrate. He's got an inside shot. That's a 7. Save made by Brodeur over to Clarkson. Clarkson for New Jersey. Opponent defense 4. That's an inside shot for Rolston. Bogosian will try to intimidate. Bogosian will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Bogosian. That's a 6. Bogosian will have it nice and clean, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 5. White will take the puck away for an outside shot. White will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Armstrong getting a stick in there for the Thrashers. Passing A. That'll be an outside shot for Kane. Kane will try to penetrate. Kane will penetrate. He's got another inside shot. That's a 3. That's a goal on a 1-10. And score! Evander Kane pulling the Thrashers to within 3-2. Arena groans. Ugh. Suddenly, things are looking very, very interesting here. That'll be from Bogosian. And no, not Armstrong. Hainsey. Suddenly here, folks, things just got very, very interesting here on Saturday morning hockey. Bring the teams back to center ice. Face-offs remain even, but now a 3-2 lead for the Devils. That is a 17. That'll be a visitor left defenseman win over to Hainsey, and we're off once again. Passing B. That'll be an inside shot for Armstrong. Left defenseman White will try to intimidate. White will take the puck away. White with it for New Jersey. Stepping in to hold that in is Armstrong. He'll have an outside shot. That's a 9. Save made by Brodeur up to Mateau. Mateau for New Jersey. Opponent defense 10. Hainsey will step in to hold that in at the point. He's got an outside shot. That's a 10. He will lose that over to White. White for New Jersey. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Riesener. Riesener with it for the Thrashers. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Rolston is a 4. He's in alone on Hedberg. That's a 10. That would be a goal check if the Devils were on the power play, but Hedberg will hold on. We'll get a face-off to the right of Hedberg. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs are even. That is a 4. That'll come over to Clarkson. Time ticking down here in the second period. Let's see what they get up to. Opponent defense 8. Kane will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Time ticking down here in the first. There's the second. 10. Save made over to White. There's the horn to end the second period of this game. The teams trade tallies, and then Atlanta gets an extra one. And now we've got a very interesting game. 3-2 Devils heading into the third period of this game. If the Devils win, they get the Prince of Wales trophy, and they wait for the winner of the Western Conference Finals between the San Jose Sharks and the Chicago Blackhawks. On that subject, the subject of that series, Game 4 of that series will be later this afternoon. We'll be back at the United Center, where the Sharks lead the series over the Blackhawks 2-1. The Clarence S. Campbell Bowl will once again be in the building for San Jose to win. If the Thrashers win here, Game 5 of this series will be on Sunday afternoon. If the Devils win, they get to wait for the winner and they get some rest. Either way, the Devils will be traveling, but they still have to find out where they're traveling to. They may know at the conclusion of the day, but they may not. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had cards get stuck somewhere, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the one that got stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're all set there. I'm going to take a quick drink. At one point in this game, the Devils led 3-0. The Thrashers are 1 goal away from coming all the way back. But let's see what happens on the opening faceoff of the third period. Faceoffs are +1 to New Jersey. That is a 14. That'll be over to Kubina for the Thrashers, and we're off to start the third period. And Salvador is already going to be going off for a penalty for tripping. Big opportunity for the Thrashers here to try to tie this game on the power play. That is a 16, though. That will not be happening because there will be no shots on the power play. Arena size. Phew. And I'm not expecting... Okay, never mind. I was checking something. I was hearing brakes squealing like somebody was pulling up in front of the apartment complex. But let's jump right back into the action here. Face-off is outside the New Jersey zone. Let me see if I can smooth the curtain down a little bit here. I think that's probably about as much as I'm going to get out of that. Face-offs remain +1 to New Jersey. That is a 13. That'll go to Enstrom, and the Thrashers have it once again. They're off and running. Passing A. That'll be an inside shot for Bergfors. Right opponent, Langenbrunner, will try to intimidate. Langenbrunner will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Langenbrunner. That's a 17. We'll have another penalty on the Devils. Unfortunately for the Thrashers, it's another power play 16. And as we already saw, no 4-rated defense, not all 4-rated defensive players. So, face-off comes right back outside the Devils zone. That's an 8 on a +1 face-off. That'll come up to Langenbrunner, and we're off once again. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Parise. Afinogenov will try to intimidate. Afinogenov will not intimidate. Parise with the inside shot. 5. Save made over to Kubina. Kubina. Opponent defense 5. Salvador. That'll be an outside shot for Antropov. Antropov will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Zajac, and we'll have a forwards line change. The Devils are trying to make sure the Thrashers don't come all the way back in this one. Zubris with it now for the Devils. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Elias. MacArthur will try to intimidate. MacArthur will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on MacArthur. That's a 19. We will have another penalty. Things are getting chippy here in the third period. Fortunately for the Thrashers, though, it's the Devils' turn to get victimized by the power play 16, so no shots. That faceoff will come outside the Atlanta zone. Faceoffs are now +2 to the Thrashers. That is a 20, though. That'll go up to Elias on a big win for the Devils, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 3. MacArthur, that'll be an inside shot for Zubris. Enstrom will try to intimidate. Enstrom will take the puck away, and we've got a defenseman line change. Hainsey with it now for the Thrashers. He will lose that over to Mateau. Mateau with it. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Zubris. Zubris will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose the puck over to MacArthur. MacArthur for the Thrashers. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right defenseman at the breakaway penetration rating 4. Bogosian's a 3. White will have that for New Jersey. He will lose that back to Bogosian. Bogosian. Opponent defense 3. White will take the puck away for an inside shot. Bogosian will try to intimidate. Bogosian will intimidate, take the puck away into a forwards line change where the Atlanta Thrashers are running out of time. Bogosian with it now for the Thrashers. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Kane. Kane with the outside shot. That's a 6. Save made by Brodeur over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will lose that over to Riesener. Riesener for the Thrashers. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 4. Rolston is a 4. He's in alone on Hedberg. That's a 10. That would be a goal check, but the Devils aren't on the power play. Hedberg will hold on. We'll take that face off to the left of Hedberg. Arena groans. Ugh. Hedberg looking toward the bench, wondering if he's going to get the hook for the extra attacker. Face-offs are even. That is a 15. That'll go over to Kane, and the Thrashers are off and running once again. Passing C. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for Rolston. Right defenseman is Bogosian. He will try to intimidate. Bogosian will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Bogosian. That's a 6. Bogosian's got it. We'll play on. Passing B. That he will lose the puck. Inside shot for Clarkson. Hainsey will try to intimidate. Hainsey will take the puck away. Hainsey with it now for the Thrashers. Opponent defense 7. Mateau will take the puck away, stepping in to hold that at the point for an outside shot only. 5. Save made over to Riesener. Riesener for Atlanta. Opponent defense 4. Niedermeyer will take the puck away for an outside shot. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Clarkson. Clarkson in the slot. That's a 9. Save made over to Riesener. Riesener for the Thrashers. Passing C. He'll lose the puck. Inside shot for Niedermeyer. Bogosian will try to intimidate. Bogosian will take the puck away. Extra attacker coming on for Atlanta. That is Bogosian with the puck for the Thrashers. Outside shot only for Kane. Kane from the point. That's a 7. Save made over to Rolston. Rolston, time ticking down here in the third. Lose the puck. Inside shot for Hainsey. Hainsey getting into the slot with it. 9. Save made over to White. Brrr! There's the horn to end the game. The New Jersey Devils hold on in a furious onslaught from the Atlanta Thrashers as they take Game 4 and the series. They take Game 4 by a final score of 3-2 and take the series 3-1. Arena goes berserk. Yay, yay, yay! Devils all coming out to celebrate as the hometown crowd is ecstatic that the Devils are going to be playing for the Stanley Cup in this 2009-10 season replay. As the commissioner of the channel steps onto the ice in his cheap suit, getting booed out of the building to present the Devils with the Prince of Wales trophy. Just for a little fun flavor, you guys all know the suspicion of the hockey season, of the hockey playoffs, that if the team touches the trophy, they're not likely to win if the team touches this one, they're not as likely to win it. So just for a little flavor fun, we're going to roll a D6. And for the Devils, what we're going to say is 1-3, they touch the trophy. 4-6, they don't. That'll be for both teams, both series. But for the Devils, because they have won it before, I'm going to modify the roll by a -1. So on a 1-2 on the D6, the Devils touch the Prince of Wales trophy. 3-6, they don't. And the Devils want exactly screw all to do with the Prince of Wales trophy because that's a 5. So the Devils acknowledge yours truly, but they're celebrating in front of a rabid Prudential Center crowd. And that will do it for the Eastern Conference Finals in this 2009-10 hockey season replay. Later this afternoon, Game 4 will be on the channel between the San Jose Sharks and the Chicago Blackhawks, where the Sharks will be looking to close the door on the Blackhawks. Even later this afternoon, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Elder Scrolls cookbook as we make the entree, Companion's Meatball Bake. Tomorrow morning, the fall campaign in B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG will continue. Wednesday, we're playing Terra Mystica by Fuhrland Spiel. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The New Jersey Devils hold off a furious attack by the Atlanta Thrashers to win the Eastern Conference by a score of 3-2, taking the series 3-1. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys later this afternoon.